Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing FTB One. And last time, we started getting some Botania and some Nature's Aura stuff set up. This time, we're gonna come back to Botania really briefly. We want to make ourselves a mana tablet. Okay, that's easy enough. We could do pearls or diamonds. We got both to beat the band. Now, the mana tablet is basically the battery of Botania. Each one will hold about half, well, exactly half, mana pool. And you use your wand of the forest to select whether you want to fill the mana tablet or fill from the mana tablet. So we got 2 mana pools down here. And, sooner or later we'll have enough mana where we'll be able to fill these up. Now what I really want to take a look at today is Cyclic. We're going to make, I hope, 2 machines. We're going to make a solidifier, and we're going to make a melter. Let's see if those actually exist. You never know, the mod might change. Oh, that looks like a solidification chamber. That's what we're talking about. So we might as well program this in. This looks like a bit of a rabbit hole. Okay, compressed cobblestone. That's just stone and cobblestone. Easy. We've got, I guess we'll have to teach this thing how to make blocks of lapis. And obsidian pressure plates. These are pressure plates that I think only activate for players. Alright, let's see if that'll give us our solidification chamber, or if we, we need to teach this thing how to make stone pressure plates. Okay, that should be it though. Melting chamber is comparatively pretty easy. We can just make a furnace. And then get our melting chamber. As you might expect, the melting chamber makes liquids, and the solidification chamber makes solids out of liquids and other things. At least in previous versions, they're a little finicky. But we should be able to at least partially automate most of the things that we're going to want to make here. Let's get these flipped around the right way. Now, let's start with magma. This is what we're looking for, right? Okay, so just 1 in the melting chamber. That shouldn't be a problem. See, like these... Well, we'll get into it. And maybe it's been tweaked. It's really not that bad. It can create some funny results though. We're gonna teach the system here how to make liquid magma, because we're gonna need an amount of it. And then, if I had known about this, I wouldn't have made the refined obsidian. We have crystallized obsidian. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. This you make in the solidification chamber. It's obsidian. Oh, slime. There's often another recipe for it. Slime you also make in the melting chamber. And we're gonna want this recipe. Ah, yes, of course. It's the amber that we need the magma for. So, there we go. And does this thing know how to make a fire charge? Probably not, huh? I don't even think it knows how to make blaze powder. Pulverizer looks good. We'll want to get rid of these extras. Cool. Let's start seeing if this thing will successfully make some amber. Let's come down here and that may already be done. Oh wait, you know what? There's one thing we didn't do. We're gonna want to set this to fluids. You know, it doesn't really seem like it's doing anything, does it? Yeah, it's confused by the magma. Let's see if we can... One magma block, one liquid magma. I don't know why we would have to do this by hand. But we're going to. Okay, it is all going in here. Just fine. Alright, that's a good sign. We'll grab ourselves some of the amber. Let's just see if there's any, like, chivos for it. And then we're gonna want to make, like, about a good half a stack of crystallized obsidian. It's trying to do... Yeah, this is an issue with Cyclic. It's trying to do both of these at once. And, it's not doing a great job. Yeah, we could just dump our time in the bottle. Get all the slime in the world that way. So this stuff is comically powerful. We got 7 points and 6 armor toughness on the boots. They do take diamond to make. Whoops. And we got another 7 and 6 on the helmet. 11 and 6. So not quite as many armor points as that one netherite chestplate we had, but significantly more armor toughness. And then 10 and 6 on the leggings. If we find stuff that beats this, we'll use it, but not much beats this. Now, crystallized obsidian is far from the only thing that Cyclic adds. We're going to poke around here more in a little bit. Oh, those look good, huh? Night vision. Okay, okay. Shearing station, glistering chorus root, silkweave slippers. Immune to fall damage. I like the sound of that. I don't think we're wearing anything on our feet anyway. So we can go ahead and make diamond boots. Do I have a cobweb? I do. Wonderful. Alright, now can we enchant these? Yes. You do unbreaking, mending, curse of vanishing, unusing, reactive, nature's mend. This is what we want. Anyway, let's see, they're on right now. Let's go down here to the bottom. Are they taking durability? What if we jumped from a height? From an easy height. There's something else that's preventing fall damage, I wonder. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, who knows? Cool slippers. Here's one we definitely want. Wind Force Gauntlets. We're going to program this in because this is kind of multi-step. And blue concrete powder too, huh? Okay. These will significantly increase our attack speed. With the sword we have, it might be almost like spam clicking. So one friend is going to be unusing. These will keep things like the gauntlets from breaking. They'll just turn off when they have one durability left. Anybody have Nature's Mend for sale? We're starting to get going in Nature's Aura in part, so we'll have access to Nature's Mend. Experience boost is so overpowered. It's tempting to get it. Respiration. No Nature's Mend this time around. Well, we can just come on down here. Pop unusing on. It should stop using when it has one durability left. It's we'll see how well that works. The gauntlets themselves work great. At least I assume they do. I've used them in other versions. Let's put our slippers back on. Very nice. There are a lot of little utility items in here. Wearables. Disable potion particles. That's actually really cool. Immune to ailments and effects. Critical hit damage is doubled. Really cool stuff. Living targets have a 25% chance of retribution. Cool. Immune to knockback. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to some of the silly stuff. We're going to make a doorbell. We'll just need some planks so that we can make ourselves a note block. And we'll need 2 buttons. Awesome. Nice. Let's hear that one more time. Wonderful. I would definitely like some of these apples. Detects ancient structures. That's interesting. Not worried about the honey. The chorus apple looks terrible. Bone arrow apple, not too good. Prismarine apple looks good. Lapis apple. Oh, we need a honey apple. And, well, I guess y'all, well, we have a good amount of honey. Maybe what we should do is set ourselves up to make honey blocks, because we're probably going to need them. So here's a honey apple, and we'll just make a stack here while we're waiting. So here's a lapis apple, wonderful for underwater. Iron apple, that's also a honey apple. Okay. That's pretty serious. We'll go ahead and make an iron apple so we have one lying around. I'm just going to put them up in the fruit bowl. Oh, diamond apple is... must be grown and harvested from a sprout. Same with emerald apple. Okay. So... we got diamond apple sprout. We would need a chocolate apple. which is easy enough to make. We just need some more honey apples. Okay. So we'll just make a good, well, we'll make 5 of those. I guess we don't have that many apples. There's a chocolate apple. There's a diamond apple sprout. I wonder if emerald apple sprouts, yeah. Except they're not, oh, they are chocolate apples. We just only made 1, I guess. Okay. Now, I'd imagine what we're supposed to do with those sprouts is, you know, put them on the leaves of a tree and give them time, see what happens. We're not going to do that. We're going to see if we can get our silk to produce, or our whirly sprig, I should say, to produce them. By planting them right here and seeing what happens. Now there's a lot more to Cyclic, and we may be checking some of it out as we get farther into the pack, but that's, you know, that gear stuff's what we really wanted for now. We are gonna switch gears, and, haha, yeah, no, I wasn't trying to do a joke there. And we're gonna come back out, we're gonna shut the magnet off. We're gonna come out here to our Nature's Aura setup. We want to make a natural altar. Here it is. We actually want to make 2 of them. To make them, we'll need tokens of joy, which we make in the Ritual of the Forest that we made last time. And we just set stuff up like we did before. I did clear all of this stuff out, and we got a good amount of, of gold leaf. So let me get this set up. Now the one different thing is the bottled sunlight. And the way you make this, we're going to need a bunch of bottles and corks. That'll give us 2. What are we missing? We're missing the bottles. Probably all in our old beehives. Oh, the beehives. It's so sad. What you do is, depending on what dimension you're in, you just right-click, and at the cost of a little bit of the aura in the area, you'll get 1 of 3 different types of bottles. Overworld gives you bottled sunlight, the Nether gives you bottled ghosts, and I want to say it's bottled darkness in the end. But what we do is we take this stuff, and okay, so we'll need a flower and a torch and the bottle, and then an apple, an iron ingot, and gold leaf. Do we have any bone meal on us? We sure do. Just grow the tree. Let the ritual do its thing. There are tokens of joy. Now, there are all kinds of tokens. We'll be making probably all of them. But we're going to move right ahead to the natural altar for the time being. We're going to need some stone. And I think it's set of gold. Ah, we have 1 gold. And a gold leaf. There we go. Let's get this set up. Recipe's all set. Now, the natural altar is the center of a multi-block that we're going to have to build twice. Once in the overworld, and once in the nether. I assume at some point, if the mod continues to develop, we'll have to do it in the end, too, but haven't had to do that yet. We shall see if we have to do it this time. Probably not. There it is. The natural altar uses aura to do stuff. And surprise. Where's our book? Here we go. Natural altar. Here's our multi-block. So we're gonna have this right here. We'll be just fine. Put the altar down. Then we got wood planks, stone bricks, a couple of stone, chiseled stone, and we have 8 of these fancy stone bricks, right? And what those are, see if we can find them in here. It's not a huge one. There they are. They're just stone bricks in the brilliant fiber. There we go. Okay, almost done. Just gotta put the golden bricks down. Oh, there we go. And there we go. First thing we want to make. Let's go back here. We can spot it. I want to make something that'll allow us to see how much aura. Oh, that's a Ritual of a Forest joint. Okay, we can do that. Been a while since I've done this. Alright, whoops. We definitely will be using the natural altar. We'll be using that in just a minute, actually. Because the next thing we're going to want to make is an aura cache. We're going to need some infused rock and some infused iron. Both of which we'll make over there. But this thing, this is a charm. So we're going to put it down in a charm slot. It's going to add that little thing to the top left telling us how much aura is around. And we drained some. Just by using the Ritual of the Forest like we have. And this is going to replenish it. We'll see the trees, the leaves on the trees start to decay. But we're gonna just not worry about that for the time being. I'm sure we'll have more aura when we need it. There's other ways we can generate it. We're gonna make ourselves 16 infused rock, 16 infused iron. Now the natural altar has a little buffer. It'll hold that much aura, however much that is. I assume it's a good amount. And it'll use it to transmute items, basically. So we can get this fancy stone that we're mostly going to use as a crafting ingredient. And we're also going to get this fancy iron, which we're also going to mostly use as a crafting ingredient. You can make tools out of it, and they have, some cool applications, but they're more of an early game thing. Oh, there's our first infused iron. Okay, we got a good amount of this stuff. We're going to make ourselves an aura cache. This is like a little battery that we can use to carry aura around with us and use it for different stuff. And you can see the leaves turning yellow, starting to disappear. Alright, this thing is all set. I think it's a belt slot. Yeah. Alright. Now you can see the little bar down there telling us the cache is all the way full. I'm gonna see if we can't manage to get ourselves a Nature's Mend villager. Wonderful. Let's grab some books. Now I'm gonna grab some emeralds. Now regular mending is gonna be just fine for our gear. But Nature's Mend is going to allow us to trivially repair some of that cyclic gear with the aura in our cache. So like our gloves here, 983 durability. Strictly speaking, I don't actually know if they would even respect the unusing. I feel like sometimes stuff like this does. I know the gin lamp doesn't. So 980, right? But we can just squat, I hope. No, it's still 980. We might have to do it like this, yeah. So we can mend these on the fly. And I think that's probably okay. So speaking of our ore miner, no, still can't. Oh, it's we put regular mending on it. That's right. We're gonna get rid of that, because this is much more convenient. Not that we're using it right now, but in case we want it, we'll have it. It'll be good to go. Oh, we're gonna. Hey, what is this guy doing up here? Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get ourselves some of this oi. The nether. We're gonna get ourselves some of that bottled ghosts. It's like it's about time for another tree. Speed it up to 256, see if we can even get a couple more saplings. Whoops. Ahem. There we go. Plant right here. Oh, does it not have the annoying root thing anymore? That would be nice. It used to do these roots that would like, oh, they could ruin your day. Break your structures. Yeah, I won't complain if that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, we got another one. Pretty cool. Alright, we're not done over here. We got our bottles of ghosts. What we need to do is make ourselves some spirits of anger. So we got a magma block, and a wooden stand, and gunpowder, and said bottle of ghosts. Then we skip blaze powder, ender pearl, gold leaf. Here we go. Ender pearl and the gold leaf. There we are. Now you may notice. Let's go back here. We're gonna need some of this tainted gold. So we're gonna need another natural altar. But we're gonna have to build that structure in the nether. Now wait a minute. I looked in the book, and I noticed it didn't say anything about the Crimson Altar. Maybe that's not a thing anymore. That'd actually be kind of nice. It was kind of a... There was an interesting aspect to doing this in the nether, which was trying to get aura to regenerate, because the trees wouldn't do it. You had to do it different ways. But I wouldn't complain about not having to build two versions of this in the same pack. Of course, now I have a natural altar. Maybe we'll get to do something else with it. Throw it in there. Anyway, we can make ourselves a shooting mark now. As long as we make a compass. And also we need some flint. I think we can about handle that. The shooting mark is like the ancient sapling in that you use it to make aura. Just to demonstrate, we're going to put this thing right here. What do we have? We got, any ouchies? Nah. Let's make a new spell. We're gonna do projectile, and I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Harm, and I'll amplify it. We'll call it Proj Harm. Yeah, I don't think, oh, there it goes. Nope, doesn't recognize it as a projectile. Anyway, like a bow here, though, you can see this, target face moves around. Every time we hit it, there's a puff of aura into the immediate surroundings. Pretty cool, right? So what we want to do is automate this process so we don't have to stand around here plinking. And there's also something that we want to collect. What we want to make is an item from Engineer's Decor called the Factory Hopper. And these things are cool. They'll do a number of things. The most interesting of which is pick up items at a range. I've got an ender chest down under this block right here, I hope. We're gonna get our factory hopper ready. Come on, out of the way, out of the way. There we go. Now we're gonna come in here, and this is the range one. We're gonna set it up to pick things up in a nice big range. We could use one of those out by the Drigme too for eggs. Now, we go ahead and take a couple of pot shots here. We'll raise the aura in the area so that it's quite high. We got an advancement for it being pretty high. It should be high enough that when the animals above us breed, they will drop spirits of birthing. Meanwhile, we fished up Experience Boost 3, which is an enchantment from Cyclic that basically means our experience problems are over. Like, there we go. We'll just get experience from mining. It's wonderful. If you look up the portal to Alfheim in your Lexica, it'll tell you what you need to make the portal. 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood blocks, and an Elven Gateway core. We are going to take our solitary terra steel ingot, make it into nuggets. And let's just look up Botania. That'll probably be the simplest way to do this, right? Okay, we've got the Elven Gateway core somewhere. We'll just do it like this. Okay, 1 Elven Gateway core. Living wood, terra steel nuggets. Easy. Also wanted 3 glimmering living wood blocks. So check that out. Glimmering living wood. And we're gonna need 8 just regular living wood. Now this is, if you've never seen this before, this doesn't go anywhere. It's a trading mechanic. This for that sort of thing. We will probably need some more living wood, huh? Oh, these guys. Alright, yeah, let's get 4 more living wood, because we're filling in the corners. Right, yes, yes, yes. There we go. We're also going to need some pylons. So we'll come in here. We've got our mana pylons, which we're going to need some mana steel and some mana diamonds. There we go. And then these Natura pylons. We'll just need a couple eyes of ender. And the rest of the Terra Steel nuggets from our ingot. And we're going to put them down right on top of these mana pools. I think we should be able to look up all the... Yeah, okay. So, you know, mana diamonds for Dragostone. Blocks for blocks. Living wood for dreamwood. Don't want that. Mana steel for elementium. Or we could do blocks. Mana glass for alp glass. Elven quartz, I'm pretty sure that's just decorative. No, there are a few things that it uses, okay. The upgraded version of the Lexica. And mana pearls for pixie dust. All of which, naturally, are not ends of them themselves. They're crafting ingredients. Meanwhile, however much time that's been, this is what our laser drill has dug us up. Pretty good for just us hanging around, not really doing anything to make it go after we set it up. Pretty happy with that. So the way this works, you light the gateway by right-clicking the Elven Gateway core, which has to be right there. The portal's got to be just like this, except the corners. And then it will drain a little bit of mana to open up. And then it will drain a little bit of mana for every trade you make. First trade we want to make is the Lexica for the better Lexica, which unlocks more Alfheim chapters. We could also throw all this living wood through. And we'll get Dreamwood back. We could throw the time in a bottle back through, and we wouldn't get it back. We wouldn't get anything else back. Same with the pipe wrench or anything else that's not on the Elven trading list. And we're going to get our Alf glass. Now while we're collecting up some more mana, I want to take a look at pulse repeaters from Create. We're going to need brass sheets. And I think we can make brass in our induction smelter. Yep. Very good. The pulse repeater should allow us to send a redstone signal around in a circle. So that it goes... We'll need a couple of them. Let's go ahead and get all this together here. Let's see if I can figure these things out. I think we've used them before. So if we had around like so, and then like so, and like so, right? And let's say yeah, so we broke that one. What about, huh? No. It's like we need a button. Okay, so you don't actually need an external redstone signal. All I did was right-click the thing. And it's going to town. And there's no stopping it. The button stopped it. Oh, okay. So all we really need to do is dial these back a little bit. 2 ticks is a little fast. Now, I said earlier that we could automate that, what do you call it? The, oh, we need patterns. No problem. I said earlier that we could automate that, what was that, target block? Not target block. The Nature's Aura thing, I forget what it's called. And have it produce aura for us automatically. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to need a bunch of dispensers. We're also going to need an aqueous accumulator. We made one of those before. And we're going to need something called a blast chiller. Now the question is, do we have ice in here? Let's find out. I thought we had an ice chicken. Maybe we don't. Okay, no, we had a snow chicken. Now we can make snow into ice with mana, but we're going to need one of these alchemy catalysts. Now they're not hard to... They're not hard to make, the alchemy catalyst. We are going to need a mana pearl. There we go. Your alchemy catalyst will transform. That's why we have the space under the mana pool here. There's also another one. And there's also, you know, nothing. We want to be able to have easy access to this. We're just going to need a little bit of snow, right? There we go. Now, sure enough, we can change it into ice. And I forgot we needed packed ice, so I just went and made 16 more. This will give us our packed ice. Alright, we want to keep the button, that's right. Now we can finally make this thing. Could have just tossed a snow chicken out there now that I think about it. And it'd make noise. Now there's one more thing we're going to need, which is this ball cast. We might have bronze plate already. No, of course we don't. Now we're going to want to put all this on something. We're not going to just lay it on the ground. In one of these updates, we got Create Deco, which gives us all these fancy bricks. I like the pearl bricks quite a bit. I also like the blue bricks. I like the red bricks. I like them all. I think we might use the Doom bricks. Oh, it's raining. Dean brick tiles. Okay, they're the Dean brick blocks themselves. Just make them with yellow dye and red bricks. I don't know if we have a ton of yellow dye in here. I think we probably have a chicken for that, but we also have 9 million dandelions. So let's make a recipe for those. And we'll make up a couple stacks here. So when I was looking at helmets, somehow I missed this one. This is actually better than our Crystallized Obsidian, and we can improve it even more. There was some kind of an update to Apotheosis, and a lot of our gems turned into these legacy gems. Which is weird. Like, it's most of the gems now. Like, see what I mean? They all still do stuff. They fit in anything. I I think that's the new quality in the update, is what the gems fit in. Like, these fit in all these different things, but only those things. Same here. 1.6 luck on armor. That's pretty serious. That's something to think about. Because this already has lots of armor toughness. We've got... That's a lot of health for it to add. We just want something extra. So maybe if we can find more luck. I don't know if we could find it in the data now. It doesn't look like it. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, I know I keep getting distracted here, but that helmet's too good. And 8.5 luck. That's hard to beat. Is this how we do it? Doesn't look like it. Is this how we do it? Doesn't look like it. Is this how we do it? Doesn't look like it. Use this thing? Shift click it? Hold shift, right click. No. Shift right click here, shift right click here. No. Aha! There's a guy. And another. Where did we come up with this? I don't think I had that a minute ago. That's so strange. Anyway, let's see if we can find a fixed loot. Gems. When socketed into an affixed item, gems are more likely to drop from bosses. Combine the two and paste the item on the left and the gem on the right. Doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Okay, I think fits in everything might mean fits in nothing. We don't have a gem for that'll fit in a helmet. So I guess all the gems we collected don't work anymore because the mod updated, which happens. Well, I think we're just gonna soup this particular helmet up a little bit more and replace the Crystallized Obsidian. That's the goal. I want to use Apotheosis stuff. And it is, you know, even just base, more powerful than this, which is typically some of the strongest items in any mod pack. Okay, so all told, enchanted up, we've lost regular protection in favor of fire protection 4, but I will take, fire protection 5, which is cool. That the extra armor toughness, and especially max health is a pretty big deal. And we'll just make our Crystallized Obsidian the backup and put our refined obsidian away. Alright, back to the Nature's Aura here, by way of create. We're gonna build this right out here, I think. We're gonna have it partially in the water. And that looks like a good height. And we'll go like so. We're gonna want this to be 5 by 5, I think. There we are. Now we're gonna go like so. Right? Let's run over here and get our little target block thing. Shooting mark, is that it? It's a shooting mark, and it needs a pickaxe. Oh, my inventory. There we go. I'm the worst flyer. Always getting caught up in the trees. I don't want this right here. And we're gonna want a dispenser, which I failed to bring. Let's go grab that. We're gonna want a dispenser facing. Want them facing us? Like, for crying out loud. Let me. There we go. Boy, I hate placing these things. Alright. Dispensers facing in. Very good. And our shooting mark. We're gonna have these pulse repeaters. No. We're gonna have them right there. That seems fine. Whoop. Now, just right-clicking them. Can I use the... Yeah, okay. Scroll wheel. It's the scroll wheel that allows us to change. I think 4 ticks ought to be good. Now, let's go ahead and get our redstone here. I don't think it'll really push through the block, but maybe it will. I don't know. We'll try both ways. For now, I kind of just want proof of concept. That looks just about right. If we add the button, maybe not right there. What if we add it over here? That'll turn it off. Okay. And can we turn it on again? Only for 1 pulse. But we could turn this off, turn it on again. Then we're good to go. Good to go for what, you might ask? Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill these things up with snowballs. We got our aqueous accumulator. We're gonna pop it right down here. And we're gonna run some fluid pipes somewhere. May not be enough pipes. We're gonna want to bring this out some. This is not far enough. I don't even. Okay, let me get some pipes together. Okay, we're out far enough. We're gonna want to pump into this blast chiller from the right side. So, very good. Let's find our... Oh, we got our wrench. Very good. We're gonna set this to extract. Very fancy. This should be full of water. We're gonna give it a ball cast. And we're gonna pump out right behind it. Actually, probably right on top of it. No? No, right behind it. We're gonna pump out, and we're gonna run this pipe right along here and up. We'll set this thing to eject out of the back. I'll have to set the pipe also. Now we just got to provide this with some power. It would be also nice to have some energy storage. So we're going to go back to Cyclic. The Cyclic battery is not huge. Well, that's new. Uses the copper, the vanilla copper. 16,000 K. Yeah, this one holds 6 million. It's far superior. It's pretty cheap. You can't upgrade it or anything. It is what it is. But for what it is, it's just fine. And one of these solar panel 4s ought to be more than enough. So we're just going to keep it simple. Put the battery down here. That is west. Turn it on to extract. Turn west to extract. Like when it's red, it's extracting. And it's directional based on the compass, not on the way the block is facing. So keep that in mind. We'll throw that on there. This thing's got power. It's producing snowballs. It's gonna fill these things up. And I guess it'll fill this one first. And it'll fill the rest of them at some point. We're gonna do a little more with the build here. Alright, that's the beginning. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, so we're starting to get buffer of energy. Once we've got these all full of snowballs, I might go ahead and turn it on. And where did I put the button to turn it off, I wonder? Right here. Okay. So let's see. Turn this on. What we should have. No snowballs coming out of here. No snowballs in there. Let's turn it off. All of these have got to be full. And I thought they were, but they're not. Because if one of these is empty, when the target on the shooting mark is facing it, it'll hit it. So I've tried to find different ways to move the shooting mark, to have that spin around. It's less than ideal. Meanwhile, I've been trading up what we can. We should be able to get ourselves a good amount of aluminium. We're just gonna throw all this mana steel in here, and we should get almost exactly a stack. Hopefully exactly. Sometimes it seems like the elves dipping their beak. Okay, we got 64 aluminium. Very good. And a stack of mana diamonds should get us a stack of dragonstone. Very cool. I don't know if they'll... Yeah, no. If we want elven quartz, we'll have to throw regular quartz in and get it piece by piece. Now, we've used some of the mana in these pools, but not all of it, so... We still got some things to trade for, but we should be able to get like a stack of all the resources without completely diminishing those pools. Now, I do want to upgrade the blast chiller. That'll make it 9 million times faster. And we're going to make this item pipe super fast. And now it should make snowballs really, really fast. And we should be able to turn this on. There's other less finicky ways to do this. The clock from Cyclic. Since we were talking about Cyclic today anyway, it's probably what I should have used. But the clock from Cyclic, you could use just regular repeaters and just not have the redstone line connect. Get the clock to the right delay, turn it on and off with levers. Very convenient. This is less convenient. But I do really like these pulse repeaters. I think they're fancy. And you can see the aura in the area is getting quite high. This means our ancient trees here are obsolete, but that's okay. This is a lot cooler. It might be a little too fast. Or this might already be out of snowballs. You know, it might be a little too fast. Let's turn it down some. Because if we were to, let's say we were to increase this to 8 ticks, all of them. Give it a little more time. Let's see if we can shut this off and turn it on fresh again. Did I right-click this one? Is that the one I right-clicked? Boy, it's really not... It was doing a great job. We turned some of these on. There we go. Now maybe it'll calm down. We probably should have just used the clock. Alright, we give this a little juice. I don't see it moving. Yeah, you remember I was suspicious of the redstone on top? Yeah, we don't need that. This still isn't great. It's good. It does turn. It does send aura. But it's not great. You know, I think sometimes the snow might be breaking. Let's turn our little magnet on. I mean, it's not that it doesn't work, right? It does work. It is not as clean and efficient as I would like. I wonder if we should have moved these back by 1. But, you know, it's gonna do the trick. We got plenty of aura. It's pretty funny. I think it looks pretty weird, so we're just gonna keep it. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.